Yeah, I'm David Robinson, the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. We're out here to do a Candlelight Vigil on behalf of my son, and also to bring light into other families who are going through similar situations. So thank you. I'm thanking everybody who's out here to support. We need to stand in solidarity to bring attention to this case and to make a statement.
Oh, I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you.
When the lights and camera turn off, I will be here. When the interest and conversation fade, I will be here. When there's no one around, a father will do anything it takes to be there for his son, to protect his family. Without these special people behind me, I wouldn't have a search. Hello, everyone. Dave Robinson here, the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. Thanks so much for joining me here with the live. I'm doing a quick live. To tell you the update. You can see this right here on the side of me here. The Candlelight Vigil that's scheduled for June the 28th, 2025. I had it for, of course, Arizona. Arizona is the place that Daniel went missing. I had previous events there. We had the last event at the location I was setting this one for a day of remembrance. That was in the Phoenix, the capital of Phoenix, the House and Senate lawn. You guys remember that. I wanted the event to be the same place. Really pushed really hard for it, but God have a way of making things happen the way it should happen. You guys know that everything I have been doing from day one, fighting for Daniel, has always been under God's guidance, meaning that I took everything by faith. Faith took us this long, so I really appreciate everybody who's been helping along the way. But yeah, same thing with this event. I'm changing the venue. It'll be right here in Columbia, South Carolina. There's a lot of reasons why. One of the main reasons why I had got some thoughts from friends of mine to family members who would say, hey, look, if you think about it, for the last few years, every time I have these events, it's away from home. Daniel was born and raised here in Columbia, South Carolina. Daniel started his journey off in life here in South Carolina. He has grandparents. He has a mother. He have, of course, myself, his siblings, cousins, also those in the community, from his schools to everybody at large who will support, want to support the causes of Daniel, and haven't had the opportunity to do so. So I'm moving this venue, or moving the event over to right here in Columbia, South Carolina. It'll be at the state capitol downtown. For those who live here, know what I'm talking about. Same difference, the Capitol here in South Carolina. Same event. We have the same resources there, the same, you name it. But I just want to make sure I tell you guys that those who have already bought T-shirts, I truly appreciate that. Those shirts can be utilized the same exact way. If you can make it here in person, or if you can't, those shirts can be used the same exact way. Meaning that, hey, we have the Candlelight Vigil shirts. We have the Please Help Find Daniel shirts. Two designs for those Candlelight Vigil shirts. One is with Arizona design. The other is for South Carolina design. You guys, if you get those shirts, everything you get from that store will benefit and help with this efforts and this Candlelight Vigil to bring resources for families to have that venue, the place for families to be able to share their stories, to make this thing huge and big as possible, to bring light into other families' cases. You already know, you guys, every time I do an event for Daniel, is always going to include other Americans too, because that's a very big thing for me. I'm very passionate about helping other families. But first, I want to say real quick, I want to thank everybody on Instagram for you guys scroll up there. Quinny Williams, thanks so much for being here. Lily Myers, thanks so much for being here. Katrina, thank you so much, and thanks so much for your advice. Also, Stephanie, thanks so much for being here. That crazy teacher, thanks so much. Stuart, thanks so much for being here, and Miss J, Sen. I may not be able to say your name correctly, but thanks so much for being here. And also, Nets, thanks so much. I really appreciate everybody on Instagram side. Also, those who are on the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks so much for being a part. Esther, of course, thank you so much for always being here. Lori, thank you so much for being here as well. Constantly, you guys supporting. Also, thank you for being here, our kid. Thanks so much for being here. Ambar? Thanks so much for being here as well. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers. Again, thanks so much, Mary, for being here. I really appreciate it. But yes, for those who will be in South Carolina, or near, this event was coming to the East Coast. Be a place where Daniel, like I say, was born and raised. Want to go ahead and make sure that you guys have awareness of that, because again, want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to help families. That's the main purpose of this event. Also, one of the purposes as well is to make sure that I'm actually keeping Daniel's story out there, keeping awareness out there is something important when it comes to law enforcement. You guys already know how I feel about that. If we keeping everyone engaged, keeping you guys engaged with this fight for Daniel, it's impossible for law enforcement to call this case outside of what it is. It's not a cold case, not by any stretch. We have a lot of information out there just waiting on law enforcement, guys. And again, you guys already know, outside of this Candlelight Vigil, I will be coming back and tell you some updates on what Buckeye Police Department have done so far, what they probably haven't done. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But I gave them some time, and I'm really trying to give them a little bit more time to see if they do those things that they promised me in a meeting. If not, then I have to start speaking about it. But thank you so much, little Miss Green. Thanks so much for being here. I see you came on the Instagram side as well. Thank you, Esther, again. I see Ambar. Thanks so much again. Those who are joining in from the other platform, Mary Allen, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. But I want to go really quick, share a screen with you guys, because I want you to see the website. We're going to go back to the website for those who may not know about Daniel's, this event for Daniel, and also for all the missing Americans out there. This event, the Candlelight Vigil, the America's Son, Candlelight Vigil. You come on the main page. This is the Please Help Find Daniel website. That's pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. You come on the website. We have a lot of buttons at the top: sign a petition, the donation button, the event button, the request of flyers button, the print the flyers button, volunteer in other ways tab, and also the volunteer the search tab. Of course, you guys sign a petition is something we always need when I go and engage with law enforcement. So definitely do that if you can. Also, the donation button. I definitely need donations for events, for this event. Everything I do is always need funding. I have no other funding sources but GoFundMe, and you guys, I really appreciate it. Events. I will add this event to this. The Eventbrite will be on here on this event tab. Now that I made a final decision where this location would be, we also have the request for flyers. If you guys can help me out by getting these flyers all across your city, your state, where you at, because we need to find Daniel. This is very important, and trust me, these flyers come in handy in that effort. They are free to you if you guys request these flyers. Also, we have print the flyers if we want to help with resources, because it costs a lot to print flyers. It's another form of donation, so you can help that way. Volunteer in other ways tab and the search tab. I don't have any current searches, so there you go. That tab will be active for future searches if it need to be. The events date will be June the 28th of 2025. Again, the location will be here in Columbia, South Carolina. It'll be at the state capitol. Grounds already have set things up for that. We will have it on the stairs of those who live in Columbia, facing the main street side of the Capitol. This Candlelight Vigil, again, is for all Americans, for anyone. If you're a family member and you have a family, you're a family have a missing loved one, you can utilize this button right here. It's a green tab here. You see it here. Say family sign up. Definitely would like to have you a part of this event. Even if you cannot show up at this event and you're in another state and you say, hey, I just can't make it to Columbia, but I want my loved one's story told. This event, this tab right here is for you. It's for you as well. So again, please notice that the change in the Candlelight location from Phoenix to Columbia, South Carolina, from Phoenix, Arizona to Columbia, South Carolina. Also, you guys, you can see it here as well. To help out, there's two ways you can do the donation. The donations is coming through these T-shirts and also through the GoFundMe page. You guys on the donation tab at the top. So if you're doing it through the T-shirts, let me stop real quick so you can see the whole page. But you come down, because I don't want you guys to miss this as well. The mail-in protest is still active and going. That helps with Daniel's case. Help us keep Daniel's story out there. Keep law enforcement active on Daniel's case. It goes along with the sign the petition, put your voice to that petition, because with the mail-in protest, you definitely have these picket signs. These are picket signs. Anytime I have a real protest up there in Arizona, I'll be having these picket signs. These are here be on sticks. These picket signs, like for instance, if Daniel was a cop, what would justice do? We demand the same treatment in Daniel's. If Daniel was one of your own, we demand a criminal investigation into the disappearance of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. What do we want? We want justice. When do we want it? We want it now. So all these are picket signs. These are the 5 PDFs right here. You guys to be able to print out. Again, I really appreciate it if you do that, but you mail them in. When you print these out, it gives as many people you can. I don't care if it's at work, or if you guys can get some schools or anybody, churches, to be able to get these printed out and these PDFs printed out and send it to these addresses right here, Chief Robert Sanders and the Sheriff of Maricopa County, and send it out to these 2 addresses as much as you can, as how many you can, every day if you can, every week if you can. I just need 1,000 of these flyers going out into these locations to keep them knowing that we have the entire public still aware of Daniel still is missing, and we're aware that it's not a cold case. But again, back to the store, if you come back here on the front page as well, please help find Daniel official merchandise. You click anywhere on the screen, but if you're looking down at it and you want to click the merch button, you can here. But definitely, if you click in the place here at this point, it'll take you to the merch store. This merch store is through Bonfire. Everybody know about Bonfire. It is designed in a way that they print these shirts out for you. You set up a price. This is in the form of donations, meaning that the amount that they take off and the amount that I receive will be going towards the donation towards this event and everything else that I'm doing to really fight for my son. So again, you guys, you have the I like the black one, so that's the reason you see me click that the most. But this shirt's here, the American Sun, Candlelight Vigil. You guys see the design there. If those who live here in Columbia, South Carolina, or here live in South Carolina, period, you know that the state capitol, the South Carolina State Capitol building in the background. If you can see really clear, see if I can get a closer shot, but you definitely can see the candlelights in the visual, as well as the Daniel Robinson missing June 23rd, 2021. Also, we have on the back of the shirt, American Sun's Candlelight Vigil, June 2025. So these shirts are very nice, you guys. But like I say, these go all to the GoFundMe here. Whatever come out of these shirts, go to the GoFundMe. So I really appreciate you guys. If you are donating to help with this event, I really need your help. Every amount count. I really appreciate it. If you can't do this amount and you just want to go straight to the GoFundMe, you can do that through the Please Help Find Daniel right at the top of the page up there. Also, this other design is, like I said, for those who may say, hey, I like the Arizona design. The same thing, American Sun Candlelight Visual, and also in memory of Daniel Robinson, missing June 23rd, 2021. And you have the back of the shirts again. That would have should have had something on the back of this one, but this is the front of the shirt that would have that information on it. Again, like I say, these shirts can be utilized for the event, after the event. And what I want to mention too with these shirts is, if you guys remember, if I could put this on the screen here, you remember I did the hike for Daniel. That was in 2023, where everyone was going out to hike, no matter if you're in the city or if you're on the beach, you're in the park, or you trail. If you're in Arizona, you can do these hiking trails and things like that, or the woods, whatever the case may be in your neighborhood. Everybody was going out to do a hike for Daniel, because Daniel loved hiking. That's one of his favorite pastimes. And people sending in pictures. Same thing. You guys have these T-shirts. Send them up to me. I want to post them on my social media platforms, post them in videos, post them on the live and things like this. So those shirts are coming in handy, as support for everything I'm doing for my son, everything I'm doing for all the missing Americans that I can come across with. It's very important. So, just show solidarity, show everyone that, hey, we're a big family. This is a grassroots movement, and we can stand together against, for all the missing Americans, and make sure that we're doing it. You guys know, again, I always throw it in there, but I'm running for Congress again, 2026. I'm planning to win this time. I lost in 2024, but I'm going to win in 2026. I want to be in Congress to bring some legislation that's going to help towards family. I know some things I want to work on already to empower families when we have missing loved ones, to help law enforcement do their job better, to require some of these telecommunication companies to do certain things. So again, I'm really pushing really hard for these. There's things I really want to do. And so this is showing that, hey, this grassroots movement, all this comes from this grassroots movement that we have, we all put together. So again, please help find Daniel.com website, and then also the merch store. You guys can see how you can help in all of these ways. So again, I'm just here today to talk about that and talk about the event. Like I said, the whole entire venue. I keep saying venue, the Candlelight Visual, to let you guys know I'm going to have speakers there. We'd like to have a lot of elected officials there. Also, I want to have law enforcement there, and families especially. We're going to have the resource tables there from missing exploited children and so many others. We have some activists here in South Carolina that will be a part, because two things about having missing Americans is the fact that a lot of missing people come from human trafficking. We have an advocate here who's champion about human trafficking, to stop human trafficking. Human trafficking is a contributor to a lot of our people, Americans, going missing. Of course, drugs. We have fentanyl and everything else is happening. Also, the fact that we have domestic violence. The Gabby Petito Foundation, for instance, supports and families who are victims of domestic violence and things like that. So Again, to have all of these people involved, to have the news media involved to bring these cases that would the people, the families who will be speaking, to bring their stories out into a public sphere, to bring it out into a level where they can be actually heard, give a voice to the voiceless. That's what this event is all about. So I really need everybody's help to make sure that it is a success. It's something I really am doing and pushing hard for. Again, I can't do it by myself. I can't do it alone. I can't put it together. I can put it together and I can fight really hard for it. I just need your help as well. So again, thank you everybody for being a part. Again, like I said, I wasn't going to be in here too long. I'll try to make it quick as possible. Okay. Yeah, you got me something you put up there. Katrina said June 28th. Yes, June 28th is the date. I hope I have something wrong on my on something. I hope I didn't miss anything. I see you put that up there, Katrina, and I know what you know how you are. If it's something I miss and I need to correct, I will correct that. But yes, the event is June 28th. Gonna be the same as that date right here on right here in South Carolina, instead of Arizona. And there's nothing else different. So if I got something that's kind of, I showed you this a while ago, Katrina, you can tell me yes or no. I'm waiting on your response. If there's something that says something different, let me know, because I will correct that. But yes, it's the 28th, June 28th, and it's on a Saturday. And I hope you guys can be there, be a part. Again, those who cannot be a part, I'm definitely going to try to have this. Okay, let's see. It was on the 28th or 20. Yes, yes, definitely on the 28th, not the 18th. I hope I didn't put 18th anywhere. If I put 18th anywhere, I'm going to correct it, everybody. So, but yes, definitely. Like I said, this event is very important, and I'm looking forward to make sure that I'm servicing everybody I can, and that's it. So, again. The information that you received was on I'm reading off the Instagram as well. Katrina, you put the information I received was on the 18th. Okay, I'll make sure that if I sent that to you, I apologize. It's 28th. It's a couple days after the 23rd. For those who know that Daniel went missing on the 23rd, that is on the 23rd, I believe, is on a Tuesday, a Monday or Tuesday. And, of course, it's a weekday. It's going to be very difficult for a lot of people who go to work and things like that to say, hey, I'm coming straight off the job and coming to an event. So I wanted to be on the Saturday and to make sure that everybody have opportunity to be a part. So again, Katrina, if I have anything wrong on there publicly, I would correct that. If it's something I have this directly to you, I'll still correct that too. But thank you guys. I'll see any more questions. Anybody have any questions? At our PM channel, thank you so much for being here and always here, always helping and everything you do. I truly appreciate you. So thanks for being a part. Let me see here. Okay, I want to change my shares to reflect. Okay, the 28th. Thank you so much, Katrina. I really appreciate that. All right, thank you so much, Angela, for being here, and also Bit Bro. Thank you so much for being here. Naomi, thanks so much for being here. Tiffany, thanks so much for being here. Jules, thanks so much for being here. And anybody else I missed, thank you so much for being here. Esther, thanks so much for being here. Always, I really appreciate you. Again, this is Dave Robinson. I'm the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson. We want to make sure everybody's clear before I finish. The Candlelight Vigil has moved from Phoenix, Arizona, into Columbia, South Carolina. It gives my family, give everybody, Daniel's friends, his school and college of Charleston and Charleston, South Carolina, everyone the opportunity to be a part of something that is being held for Daniel. Just bring it back home in a sense, you guys, and at the same time, still do what we're doing. This is what we do. We help other Americans, help bring attention to other cases, because we're not alone. It's not about that's why I call this event America's Son. Daniel, in my opinion, is America's son. He's an example or type of shadow, if you want to call it, of what happens in this country every day. I mean, literally every day. Someone is missing their loved ones, their child, their the mothers, fathers, you name it. But we have this happen in this country so much, and I just want to make sure it's reflective. This event is a reflective of that, meaning that when you just like when you guys see me with Mr. Petito Joseph, we talked about how about being a part of a club or a family. We want to say that you didn't ask to be a part of. We all are suffering, and it happens. I'm telling you, it's not something we plan, but since you're doing it, it's good to help others along the way. So I learned a lot in my time of looking for Daniel. I want to be able to help other families too. So again, go visit pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. That's pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. All the information is there. Please support. We need donations. Encourage others. Every amount count. You don't have to get t-shirts if it's too much, but every amount count towards helping. If you guys can also, like I say, donate just on the donation tab on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, or you can do the store and do it through the t-shirts, etc. All right, kid, thanks so much for being here. You are America's. Oh, thanks so much, and thank you for saying that, Mr. Robinson. You are America's hero. The people need more humans like you. I really appreciate that in politics, strength, and respect. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Thanks so much. God bless you for that, for those kind words. I really appreciate it. And again, you guys, words like that is very encouraging. You remember, and also you guys know, being in the military. One of the things that we had when we was out serving the country, like say in Afghanistan, for instance, we had to keep our morale up, right? Morality means a lot because we have a lot going on, a lot of things happen, tragedies happen all around you. And when I hear things like what our kid just said, it boosts your morale. It keeps you going. It definitely, I really appreciate that. So I really appreciate it. And also those who have lost a loved one to the ultimate sacrifice for our country. I don't say Happy Memorial Day, but I understand when I say Memorial Day is a reflection, or a time that we can actually think about our battle buddies. Saying I lost some battle buddies when we was in war. We had our first battle buddy that passed, and I always mention him a lot. Last name is Butzbaum, and he was 18 years old kid, and he was our first casualty there. But he died for our country, died for what we believe in, defending our Constitution, our way of life. We talked about a lot, during the time. He was one of the guys in the vehicle. I was a gunner, and, I could tell you the story about that, but just the fact that, this is Memorial Day, like I say again, for a lot of people. We have a lot of soldiers that I know personally, that gave the ultimate sacrifice, and those who I don't know that came before us. It's many in different ways, in different forms, whether it's the Korean War, whether it's the Vietnam War, it's the First and Second World War, you name it, you guys. There's definitely veterans out there, those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country, for us to have the freedoms and things that we have now. So this day right here, I want to say thank you to those who has fought for us and who have gave it all for us. So again, God bless the families who have to go through every year when we have to go to Memorial Day and have to think about their loved one that's not here any longer. So my hats and my salute to you and your family. My love as a military family member. I truly appreciate each and every last one of you. So God bless everyone. Thanks so much. And you guys have a good rest of the Memorial weekend for those who have to go to work. And I'm about to jump off now. This is probably the shortest one I ever did, the shortest live. And I'm going to try to keep it this way this time because you guys know I get long-winded. So I'm trying to keep this way and go on from there. But again, Candlelight Vigil will change. Please check the website from June the 28th. In Phoenix to the June 28th in Columbia, South Carolina at the state capitol. So thank you again, guys. Have yourself a wonderful and blessed evening.